Alright, so today's been pretty eventful. I got one of my, dream goal animals, a Quince Monitor lizard, and, yeah, I took a nap and came back, an hour or 2 hours later, and I looked in the enclosure, and there's just blood all over, and obviously I started fucking panicking, because I didn't know what was going on. By the way, I have a screwdriver in that because he already figured out how to get his claw behind this and pull the door open. So I put this in here to create more pressure to pinch them together so that the doors don't slide. Like, I can't even push them open with that in there. But yeah, so he's been scaling up the wall over here and trying to claw through the glass. As you could see, all the claw marks and on this side, and he's just been all over freaking out. And I think he got his claw up in that hole that I have that lamp through and damn near ripped one of his toes off. He's in the water, you can't really see him. I'll post a better video of him at a later date, but yeah, here's some pictures of him, before the accident, and then after, everything happened, I just kind of held him for a little bit to make sure he was okay. He's obviously farm bred and has never been held because he is freaking out. He's pretty calm right now that he's in the water, but he's been bouncing off the walls all day. I threw some crickets in before I put him in here, so that way, once he settles in, he can kind of hunt on his own without me interfering and opening the door. But then, turns out I had to open the door anyway, because, blood and gore everywhere. I took him in the bathroom, washed him off, and just kind of held on to him for a little bit, till the blood clotted and dried up a little, so that, there wasn't as much of a chance of the wound getting infected. But yeah, this is my current setup for his enclosure. Got a little angled hide there. I expected him to be a lot smaller, so I just have 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch crickets right now, and so he's not obviously too fond of that because they're a little bit smaller than he'd like to be eating. So I'm gonna order some dubia roaches. See if I can just pop this open so I can give you a little bit of a view of him. He's in the water, like I said. I don't know if you'll be able to see him. Yeah, there he is. He's just hanging out. He's been there literally all day, especially after that shit happened. But yeah, just push it to the end and kind of pop that in there like that, and it doesn't go anywhere. So makeshift lock. Got my red tail over yonder. Can't really see him. You kind of see him. He just hangs out on this cork bark all day and all night. If he's not on top of this cork bark, see if I can pop this open and bug him for a second. If he's not on top of that, he's inside of it. Seriously. I was planning on putting up walls on that side and this side to just, obstruct the view, but he doesn't seem to mind it really, so I just didn't really think it was that necessary because he doesn't seem too stressed out by it. Ball python, on the other hand, he's got the whole 9 blocked off there, blocked off in the back, blocked off on the left. I have a heat pad on this side, and then I put a low light, a blue bulb. It's like a 50 or 75 watt, so it doesn't put off that much heat, but I put it over the water bowl so that it evaporates the water and, creates humidity kind of naturally, so that I don't have to, makeshift or ghetto rig a fogger in here. He's just chilling in there, but yeah, I got one of these fake plants here, and then I got another one on the other side, and he just kind of hangs out in this one all the time. I just got a whole bunch of moss around there. I need better moss because this shit dries out within, you know, a day. Which, I have that same moss in this one, and yeah, I attached a UVB right to the top of that, and it basically hits the entire enclosure, which is pretty nice. But yeah, I just figured I'd give you guys a little update, since, you know, I haven't posted anything in a while, and I have all these reptiles now. But yeah, so enclosure is, you know, done. The fogger hose sticking out the wall, which is goofy as fuck, but I'm going to actually attach, like, right above it, a piece of wood so that it just comes out underneath of it. It's kind of concealed more and all that good shit. And then I'm going to actually start building another enclosure for this asshole pretty soon. I was thinking that I wanted to tear all of this out right here because it's still leaking. And it's, you know, really bothersome. I can't get it to stop leaking. And, you know, if I wanted to resolve the issue, I'd have to once again take all of the water out, take all of the rocks out, disturb him, and then go in with Flex Seal and seal it again, and then wait, you know, 32 hours before I even put water and stuff back in. So he would be out of this enclosure for a day and a half or 2 days, and I just don't want to put him through that already. But I was thinking about just getting, like, a couple pieces of glass and sealing it together, and then just putting one straight down here and on the other side and on this and on that, and putting an aquarium, like, all the way down to the floor so we can just, like, dive in and swim through that and whatnot. But, you know, that doesn't seem to be the greatest idea. So what I'm actually going to do is, like, I guess if you just see this enclosure as is, it's going to be roughly as long as this one, like long across, and about as deep, but it's going to be probably, you know, about 1.5 feet taller. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it out of, you know, the lightest material I possibly can, and I'm going to raise it up off the ground, and I'm going to set it on top of, so like if you see like this here, how the panel is here, I'm going to create a lip going down, and I'm going to have a lip going all the way around all 4 sides, and I'm going to set it on top of an actual aquarium. And so I'll basically, the setup will be similar to this. I'll have dirt on this side, I'll have a hole on this side, and then, you know, driftwood and all that shit for him to climb on. But in the hole, it's just going to be a straight drop-off, like, cut in the floor, and an opening into an aquarium full of water. And that way, he'll be able to swim around as much as he likes, and burrow, and dig, and, you know, fucking climb and shit. I don't know why I said burrow and dig, you know, dyslexia. But yeah, so he'll be able to do all of that good shit. And then it'll be more optimal for space, because then I won't have to go, oh, I want all of this, and then I want an aquarium attached to the side over here or something, you know? Like, I won't have to put a pond in like I did with this one. It'll be below it, so it'll take up vertically more space, but horizontally less, and that's what I'm really looking for, is horizontal space. So, yeah, that's, you know, my 9-minute long update. Sorry for rambling for so long, but haven't posted in a while. Figured I would. I've been live streaming once in a while, but, you know, well, my video paused and I didn't know. But, yeah, I'm just gonna end it there. I will hopefully post something again soon. I've been live streaming some battlegrounds and, you know, some other shit. But, yeah, I will hopefully post again soon. Talk to you guys later.